My name is Dr. Switzer, and today we will be exploring theme, and we will also learn about main idea. What is central idea? Main idea equals the central idea. You need to know that main ideas are typically found in a literary passage where central ideas are found in informational text. All right? Use the when strategy to determine the central or main idea of a text. Who and what, figure out the most important who or what. Figure out the most important information about the who or what, and write the main idea using the fewest possible number of words. Now we're going to watch a video about main idea.
There are all kinds of crimes in this city, and all sorts of clues to solving them. But when those clues are hidden in a piece of text, that's when they call me in. Detective Dietz, Text Analysis Unit.
It's back here, Detective, by the freezer. Someone smashed this freezer door and took a bunch of the fish inside.
Did they take anything else?
We're checking, but it looks like this freezer was the only one they hit.
All right. Where is it?
Where is what?
The text. That's why I'm here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the paper. It's over here. It's pretty crumpled up, so I didn't think it was anything. But Penny over there thought we should call you. Can you make anything out? It looks like it's about penguins.
We'll check the details to see if that's the main topic. Smaller penguin species of the Antarctic primarily feed on krill and squid. Species found farther north tend to eat fish. Adelie feed primarily on small krill, while chinstraps forage for large krill. Emperor and king mainly eat fish and squid. None are capable of flight. Here are some species names: Adelie, chinstraps, emperor, and king. And we know none of these species are able to fly. These details pretty much confirm the main topic.
What is it? What's the main topic?
Penguins.
I just said penguins.
What is theme? Theme can be defined as the life lesson, meaning, moral, or message about life or human nature that is communicated by a literature work. In other words, theme is what the story teaches the reader. All right, remember, theme is not a word, it's a sentence, and you don't have to agree with the theme to identify it. Some examples of themes can be money can't buy happiness, don't judge people based on the surface, kind of like don't judge a book by a cover. It is better to die free than to live under tyranny. Themes are not explicit, meaning they're not going to be stated clearly. You're going to have to use your clues. Themes are implied, and they are bigger than the story. Questions to ask yourself when looking to find the theme. What lesson did the main character in the story learn or fail to learn? What is the moral of the story? What lesson is the author trying to teach the reader? Which idea in the story can relate to everyday life? Now we're going to look at the difference between main idea and theme. All right, main idea helps the reader understand what the story or passage is mainly about. You're going to look at what the point the author is trying to make. All right, and sometimes the main idea is in the first or the last sentence of a paragraph. And look for words that are repeated. All right, theme is the lesson about life that's going to be learned. Okay, main idea, what the story is mainly about. Theme, the lesson learned. Okay, also with theme, use clues from the text to infer the theme. Some common themes Patience pays off. Money can't buy happiness. Family comes first. And good can come from bad. How do authors develop theme and central idea? Well, they do this through character actions, through key plot details, and through conflict. All right, we've already discussed a few themes, but some other common themes. Too much pride can destroy a person. Crime does not pay. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Going through hard times can make a person stronger. And love conquers all. All right, next we're going to watch a video identifying theme.
Aesop was a writer in ancient Greece who wrote dozens of stories to teach us lessons about life. His stories are called fables, and the lessons are called morals. Well, what might happen if Aesop traveled through time and lived with us today?
So, Mr. Aesop, is it?
No, mister. It's just Aesop.
Right. So, I'm not sure I get what the story is you're pitching here for a comic book.
It's called The Lion and the Mouse. You see, a mighty lion catches a mouse, and the mouse says, "Please let me go, and I may be able to help you one day." Well, the lion thinks the idea of a wee little mouse helping such a grand animal as the lion is ridiculous, but he lets the mouse go anyway.
Does the mouse have superpowers?
Superpowers?
Or is the lion actually an alien robot of some sort?
No. Let me finish. A few days later, the lion is trapped by hunters and tied up. The mouse happens to be coming by and sees this, so he chews through the ropes to help the lion escape. The end.
What? That's it? Do the lion and the mouse team up to take down the hunters?
No, it's a fable. It has a moral.
A what?
A moral. There's a lesson in this story. You have to ask yourself, what lesson is the author trying to teach me?
You want me to think?
Just give it a try.
Well, I suppose the lion kind of was making fun of the mouse. And then the little guy proved pretty helpful. So maybe the lesson is even the smallest friend can be helpful.
Pretty good.
But here's the thing. I can't sell it. There are no explosions or superpowers or robots. Sorry, Aesop. Maybe you can jazz it up a bit with some chase scenes or something and come back. Otherwise, I don't think you'll ever be able to sell it.
Hello.
Mr. Aesop? It's Jack Action from Smash Face Comics.
How may I help you?
Here's the thing, Aesop. I want to buy that little story of yours. Turns out talking animals are really hot this year.
Ah, just like the lion and the mouse.
What?
Well, you never thought the story would sell, just like the lion never thought the mouse would be helpful. But here we are.
Oh.
So in the end of the video, he's making his point that theme isn't automatic. There's a lesson to be learned. All right, let's look at the image below. It is a newspaper, and you got a team picture, and the title says, "Daily Practice and Encouragement Transform Struggling Team into League Champions." All right, so at the beginning of the story, what's the event? The team is struggling. The end of the story, the team succeeds. Reason for change from beginning to end, the coach encouraged the team to practice more with hard work. So our theme, hard work and the support of others leads to success. So again, you had to look at your clues to come up with your theme. All right, now we're going to do a practice. As he watched from a few feet away, Mickey slowly began to fill with anger towards Aaron and compassion for Jake. What was happening wasn't right, and somebody ought to do something. But on the other hand, Aaron was a nasty character. And when dealing with someone like that, it might be best to lie low and not interfere. "Hand it over, now," insisted Aaron impatiently. Aaron faked a swipe at Jake and then laughed loudly when Jake jumped back and cringed. The laughter was even crueler and more hurtful than the words. Today is different, thought Mick, and he forced his feet forward toward the conflict. Not today, Aaron, shouted Mick. Leave Jack alone. Which sentence best states the theme of the story? A. Only someone who had been bullied can understand bullying. B. It's best to stay out of trouble and never get involved. C. It's important to take a stand against bullies. Or D. Bullying will always be a problem that affects many teenagers. Take a moment to look. If you selected C, you are correct. The theme is it's important to take a stand against bullies. Next, we will read each story. Write what you think the theme is, and then write another sentence explaining what happens in the story that leads you to believe this. Jenny hated reading class. She didn't understand point of view or figurative language, and not knowing how to do the work frustrated her. She asked the teacher for help, but he spoke so fast and used such big words that she still couldn't understand. The teacher asked if she understood, and she nodded her head, but she didn't. Jenny's friend Katie knew that Jenny was having trouble, and rather than just giving Jenny all of the answers, Katie explained to Jenny how to solve the problems. Katie spoke clearly and at Jenny's level, and Jenny was happy that she finally learned how to do the work. Later in the week, Katie was having problems in math class. She didn't understand coordinates and was really frustrated. Seeing that Katie was having problems, Jenny, who understood math very well, taught Katie coordinates. Both girls made honor roll that quarter. Now take the time to think about the theme and what evidence is there for you to come up with that theme. All right. Two themes that you can have from this story. Cooperation is a key to success, and we can all do better when we work together. Jenny and Katie both helped each other out with subjects they were comfortable with and were successful. Once there was a mean little boy who lived in a small village. This mean little boy loved to mess with people, so one day he ran up to a sheep herder and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the town!" The sheep herder grabbed his staff and ran to defend the town, but realized he'd been fooled with the boy when the boy started pointing and laughing at him. "Ha ha! I made you jump," said the boy. Then the boy ran up to a farmer and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the town!" The farmer grabbed his pitchfork and ran to defend the town, but when the boy started pointing and laughing at him, he realized he'd been tricked. As the boy went back to his family's farm, laughing about the funny trick he played, he saw a real wolf in his father's chicken coop. As the wolf ate all of his father's chickens, the boy screamed over and over again, "Wolf! Wolf! Please help us!" But nobody came to help him. Now, take a moment to review the story, identify the theme. All right. Our themes could be don't ask for help unless you really need it, or don't play tricks on the people around you. All right. What could be our evidence? When there was a real wolf attack, no one came to his aid because he had played tricks on the others, so they didn't believe him. This concludes today's lesson. I hope theme is a bit clearer for you.